All right. Okay, so let's get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Codementor events. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Darren, and I'll be the host. So before we start, I'll share some quick instructions because, as you probably have noticed, this is not Zoom. So this is a new tool that we're trying. It's called Butter because supposedly it's going to help us create smooth event experiences, stuff like that. But anyway, so the basic features are all there. You can see on the left side. Yeah, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But I think the most important part is probably the queue. You can see that with the little pointing finger logo. So it's basically like raising your hand in Zoom. So if you have a question during the talk, you can click on that and click I have a question. Then you'll be in a queue on top. So when the speaker gets the chance, he'll hand you the mic to ask directly. But you can also put your question in the chat as usual, and we'll get to it at the Q&A section at the end. Okay, so I hope it's simple, and you can let us know how you like this tool afterwards when we send out the post-event survey. All right, so let me introduce our topic and speaker. So our topic today is Get Hired as a Developer, Tips from a Technical Recruiter. So our speaker is Jeff. As you can see, he's already sharing his screen. He is the Senior Recruiting Manager at Arc.dev. He's had years of experience recruiting professionals in tech industry, and he's going to share some insider info of what recruiters look for. So I'm really looking forward to this. All right, so I think that's enough for me talking. Jeff, I'm going to hand the mic to you then.
All right. Well, thanks for introducing me, Darren. I see we still have some people joining us, but I'm going to get started. So the topic today is how to get noticed by recruiters. All right, so a bit about me. After spending several years in IT recruitment, recruiting professionals from technical support to engineers to director levels, I've seen candidates, all sorts of candidates, and I've seen thousands upon thousands of resumes as well. I've used LinkedIn quite a bit throughout the time. Majority of my experiences has been using LinkedIn. I've trained a lot of developers, I trained a lot of recruiters looking for developers. And the organizations I've supported is generally within the agency environment that I was part of. So on behalf of these organizations, I looked for personnel for their teams. So this is generally around North America. That's my specialization. That's what I've been sourcing and recruiting in. And in the last few months, I decided to join Arc and join the mission in helping developers build amazing remote careers from anywhere in the world. That is something that I believe in, and that's why I'm part of Arc right now. All right. And just note, if you guys, if anybody have any questions throughout the talk, feel free to ask it, put in the queue. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. If you like to put the question in chat, we can always answer those in the Q&A at the end. All right, that's and beat it. Followed by how to structure your professional profile. And then lastly, what can I do to stand out from the sea of applications or on the web, let's say, on your online presence. Starting with the first one, how to play the recruiter game and beat it. Firstly, we need to understand what's the recruiter background and what's their training. Get a better understanding of where they come from is going to allow you to understand how you should structure your profile, how you should structure, your presence online. So the recruiter background is very interesting. I'd say 90% or even more so of us recruiters are not technical. We're trained professionals. We could come from business backgrounds. We may come from engineering background. Chances are it's probably not it. We could come from sociology background. It could be marketing background. It could be many different backgrounds. But the recruiting game and the recruiting role, it's a very people-oriented position where it's more of a people-oriented business where we're selling jobs, we're reaching out to candidates, we're evaluating profiles, and the training that we receive is we have basic training in learning how to look at resumes and we get to look through and scan through resumes at a very, very quick pace. And when I say quick, I mean, we may spend 15 seconds on resume at a glance, and then we're going to move on to the next. So if we're able to determine that you're a good fit or you're a strong candidate in those 15 seconds, maybe even 30 seconds, then we'll pick you, we'll select you, we'll shortlist you. But times and times again, I've seen a lot of candidates that make it a little difficult for us to assess them in that short amount of time. And the reason why we go through in such quick paces is because we have a lot of demands from the organizations we're part of, the clients we work with, and also we need to scan through a large volume of resumes and applications on a regular basis. So that's one of the reasons that we need to, for us to do our job effectively, we need to be able to scan through profiles very, very quickly. So what do recruiters look for? When we're using a search engine to find candidates, similar to Google, you need to appear at the top ranking, top results. It's very rare for anybody to go on page 2 of Google. And it's a little similar to our applicant tracking system, our databases, as well as LinkedIn. So you want to appear at the top results of the search.